This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Here's your report.
Oh, thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire someone just like you.
Try LinkedIn Hiring Pro. It's more than a job board. It's like the recruiter you always wished you had. Hiring Pro uses real-time insights to match your role to LinkedIn's unique network of professionals and delivers a short list of best fit candidates. You'll spend less time sorting applicants and more time talking to the right people.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
Pay's checkout is offered by your banks and credit unions. So when you shop online at participating merchants, your cards appear in one place. Pay's. It checks out. Activation required. See Pays.com to learn more. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Adobe Firefly, the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video generation. Built for today's creative process, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, and the timelines? Woo, yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Learn more at adobe.com/firefly.
Nick Sirianni may use artificial intelligence, but we should embrace that, not criticize it. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast. There is covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, jointly produced by the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button. Do your best to help share this channels out and continue to interact and do what you do. We're on the precipice, the start of training camp. There's a fun or weird or interesting story that's come out. And I'm coupling that with a great article I just read from Martin Frank of Delaware Online, one of the best Eagles beat reporters there are out there. Love Martin Frank, very level-headed guy. And these two things kind of link, right? It's Martin Frank's article is titled, How Nick Sirianni Survives Think ChatGPT. And then this leak, okay? So there is this leak that an email was sent out to the team, ahead of training camp. And at the bottom of this email sent out by Nick Sirianni, he forgot to delete, edit it by ChatGPT. So obviously he's using ChatGPT to edit his emails, to edit his message, right? Nick Sirianni's a guy that constantly has to prove himself, right? Constantly has to reinvent himself. And he's criticized for it versus applauded for it. And I think we need to applaud Nick Sirianni more for his ability to evolve as a coach. He has been the coach of the Eagles for 5 years now. He has a .694 winning percentage, the third highest ever for any head coach through his first 5 seasons during the Super Bowl era. Only 2 coaches won more games or a higher percentage of games, Vince Lombardi and John Madden. Just think of those 2 names, okay, when we're criticizing Nick Sirianni. They're the only 2 that have done it at a better clip than him. And when training camp begins on July 28th, Sirianni is going to reinvent himself again. But it started right from the get-go, him and his reinvention, right? In his first year in 2021, taking over a mess from Doug Peterson, they started 2-5, and he wasted no time in flipping the switch and giving the play-calling duties over to Shane Steichen. And obviously, we made the playoffs in 2021 and then got to the Super Bowl in 2022. In 2023, obviously, a big collapse. Knew something had to change. Moved on to Kellen Moore, who changed the philosophies of this offense, right? This past year, it fell apart. No problems getting rid of one of his close personal friends, Kevin Patullo, to bring in Sean Mannion. The evolution of a pass-happy offense with A.J. Brown, almost 1,500 yards, the greatest receiving season in Eagles history. To 2 years later, winning a Super Bowl on a 2,000-yard back at Saquon Barkley, only the 9th time that ever happened in the NFL. The evolution continues to happen for Nick Sirianni. And it's something that gets, disregarded, right, instead of praised. Nick Sirianni is using ChatGPT now, right? And it's something that he openly admitted he never used, but he's using it now to freshen up his message, to find more stories. In this Martin Frank article, it brings up how he talked about Anthony Robles, a 125-pound, college wrestler that was born without a right leg, as an example, right, of, a motivational, story for them, right? And that's okay, right? It's okay that he does that, right? It's okay that he embraces the change. I mean, you look at someone like Vic Fangio, and he talked about how Vic Fangio would not have a 40-year career if he wasn't willing to adapt and change throughout his career as the times evolve, as the game changes, as the personnel change. And that's what Vic Fangio has done to survive, and that's what Nick Sirianni is doing to survive. You have to adapt in season, right? You have to adapt in game, in season, and in your overall philosophies year to year. And yes, Nick Sirianni might be using ChatGPT to help formulate his words, to help formulate the reasons, right? But yet here we are with pundits out there saying that Nick Sirianni has to prove himself, or that this is a make or break season again. When in reality, we should be accepting this. We should be happy about this. We should be excited for Nick Sirianni, right? We should be excited to see what Sean Mannion's going to bring in this next adaptation of the Nick Sirianni era. I don't think people realize, after Andy Reid left after 14 years, we had two head coaches from Andy Reid to Nick Sirianni, Chip Kelly and Doug Peterson. Why did they fail? Chip Kelly, was an idiot, but he also wouldn't adapt once his initial ideas were figured out. AKA the first year under Nick Sirianni, he wasn't willing to pivot or change or adjust. Nick Sirianni was willing to pivot and adjust, right? Pivot and adjust to Shane Steichen calling the plays. Doug Peterson was let go, the first ever Super Bowl winning coach of this organization. Not long after, let go. Why? Because he wasn't willing to adjust with the times, make the personnel decision changes needed to continue this team's, stay at the top, right? He was too loyal to his guys, so he had to go. Nick Sirianni is a guy that's willing to do whatever it takes to keep the Eagles atop and to keep his job and be successful at his job. And instead of it being praised, it's criticized. And I don't know if 2026 is going to be another Super Bowl championship year for the Eagles. But as long as Nick Sirianni is the guy at the top of the team, setting the tone on a daily basis from the start of training camp on July 28th, as long as he's the guy there, I have the confidence at the end of the season, we're going to have as damn good a chance as anybody else to be playing on Valentine's Day for a Super Bowl trophy. Guys, Phil Stifel here, Eagles Checkdown. Check out the Pinpool Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on a daily basis. Everybody have a great day. Go Birds! And bubbles up.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected, powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month, or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
Need a laptop that's built to perform and designed to last all day? Select Windows 11 PCs starting at $499.99 are now at Best Buy. Learn more at BestBuy.com. Best Buy. Imagine that.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
This episode is brought to you by Tidy Cats, here to level up your litter game with their new Performance Plus lineup. Your home is your happy place, your cats, VIPs. So when it comes to the litter box, excellence isn't optional. Choose from products that specialize in max power clumping, low tracking, or odor fighting so advanced, stink won't see it coming. Tidy Cats Performance Plus. Mission mighty, keep it tidy. Shop now at tidycats.com.